Mile High Church family. Stand if you are able. Sing together. Special back to basics. Embodying the I am spirit that we are in this land, this community. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the songs of all my great-grandmothers and the dreams of all my great-grandfathers and the way to rise above the pain, all in, all in, all in. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the smiles of all the unborn children and the dreams of a brighter day to come and the dance of heaven with the earth. Oh, in, oh, oh, yeah. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. Been robbed and disgraced, abused and displaced, been robbed and disgraced, abused and displaced, been lied to, but lies can be seen through in the land. You can't fall from grace in the land. You cannot be hurt in the land. There's always enough in the land. You're always at home, always at home, always at home, always at home, always at home. More than I have been. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am. In the land of I am more than I have been. I am more than I will be. I am all that I am.
Thank you to our music director, Laura Berman, everybody. Thank you, Rob, Luke, Bijou, Mike. Welcome to 2026 at Mile High Church, everybody. It's wonderful to see you here. If you don't know me, my name is Josh, and I am so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful for this teaching that we call the Science of Mind and Spirit and the blessings it has provided me in my life. I'm so grateful to be a part of Mile High Church. If you look around you, you're going to see some of the most extraordinary people you will ever. They're not airy-fairy. They're not flighty. They're grounded, courageous people who've committed themselves to living a great life and holding a vision, even when it's hard sometimes, for the world of wholeness, of peace, and well-being. And so I'm so grateful to be here. If you're new to Mile High, we have a vision and mission we love to recite each week. It's coming up on the screens if you want to say it along with me. It goes like this. Our vision, oneness revealed, a world of love, peace, and abundance for all. And our mission, to serve as a spiritual beacon for personal empowerment and global enlightenment. To keep things fresh here, we like to take on kind of a theme for the year. We call it our special initiative. And the special initiative for Mile High Church in 2026 is healing in community. Healing in community. And we'll be expressing that through programming and speakers and classes and services all year. Here's what it means to me. I'm going to argue that each and every one of us has something we might call our isolated self. It's a self that we perhaps have isolated from the rest of our lives, that's hung up in a hurt, that is cemented in a judgment, that has abandoned ourselves in the belief that we're not worthy. And when we can re-embrace all the different aspects of ourselves into our own wholeness and show up in community, that's where healing happens. That's where epiphanies happen. That's where connections happen. And so that's our vision for Mile High this year. And if that is true, that you have that isolated part of yourself, let's welcome it in. Let's welcome those newcomers as well into our being as we move into the service today. And I invite us now into our community spiritual practice of song, silence, and prayer.
Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power and the grace. I can hear the brush of angel wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence God is in this place. Surely the presence of God is in this place. I can feel the mighty power
in the beauty of this silence. The silence that surrounds each of us individually and all of us as a group. Under this dome, or whether we're on digital time, knowing that right in the midst of this silence is God. As we open ourselves to the possibilities within us which arise from that part of us that is driven by the beauty of God, we know all is possible in this new year. That each one of us is awake and aware to the divine within and without. That in spite of what appearances may be to the contrary, we know God is all there is. And because we know that, we can trust it. We can trust in that deep love, that abiding care and compassion and peace that can fill us as we allow ourselves to be open to that power that is greater than any one of us. As we stop and pause and realize the truth of this prayer, that in the beauty of this Colorado day, in the beauty of each soul that is taking part in this prayer, we let out an exhale, knowing that all is well, because all is God. So I can let this go now, knowing it is unfolding perfectly as each of us opens. I let it go and let it be, and so it is.
Every step is holy. Every breath is life. Every moment precious when held up to the light. Every heart connected, each the face of God. Grace has shown me every step is holy. Oh, every step is holy. Every breath is life. Every moment precious when held up to the light. Every heart connected, each the face of God. Grace has shown me that every step is holy. Every step is holy. Every breath is life. Every moment precious when held up to the light. Every heart connected, each the face of God. Every step is holy. every step is holy.
You are all part of a universal order. The very urge for personal gratification is incomplete until it finds a universal outlet. This is the cause back of all upheavals in human history. The pattern is trying to fit the pieces into greater and greater units, as though it could accomplish its purpose through anything other than a democracy of spirit, a union of all. This union, however, does not mean sameness. For while unity requires conformity to principles, unity never means uniformity. Every blade of grass, every crystal, every drop of water, like every individual, is a little different from any other of its species. These words from Ernest Holmes, This Thing Called You, are our guide for this month's series. It is a book filled with spiritual wisdom and bold ideas that you and I are not just challenged to think about, but to put into practice and change our lives for the better. I invite you now to close your eyes and hear these words, meant not to comfort, but to inspire. You belong to the universe in which you live. You are one with the creative genius back of this vast array of ceaseless motion, this original flow of life. You are as much a part of it as the sun, the earth, and the air. There is something in you telling you this, like a voice echoing from some mountaintop of inward vision. Like a light whose origin no man has seen, like an impulse welling up from an invisible source. Your soul belongs to the universe. Your mind is an outlet through which the creative intelligence of the universe seeks fulfillment. This is your starting point for investigating the meaning of those impulses, longings, and desires which accompany you through life. The great minds of the ages have accepted that such a pattern exists. Socrates called it his spirit, Jesus his Father in heaven. Some ancient mystics called it Atman. Why don't you call it just you, your complete self? For surely this is what they have meant.
Madam X, throw away your crystal ball, 'cause it will never tell you all about me. Now have your fun rummaging through my past. I gotta say I'm done with that. I am free. There is nothing I am guilty of in the eyes of perfect love. Finally I am waking up from my sleep like a child in a warm embrace, staring at his mother's face, knowing heaven's just a place that's been right here all It's been right here all along, right here. I wasted time popping all my stupid pills, believing that I was ill, afraid to feel. Oh, now I'm letting go of searching for a brand new fix when I was never really sick. No, 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 I am healed. I am dancing high above the clouds, living only in the now, committed to a brand new vow of joy. Don't you want to have a taste of what it's like to feel this safe in the magnitude of heaven's grace? Oh, that's been right here all along. It's been right here all along, right here. It's been right here. Well, I am coming home. I am coming home. I am coming to the heart of a mother, strength of a father, joining hands with all of my brothers in a love that's true, created just for me and you. All you really have to do is know that you were never left behind in the beauty of mankind. The miracle you've tried to find. Well, it's been right here all along. It's been right here all along. It's been right here all along. Right here, right here, yeah. It's been right here all along. With the heart of a mother, the strength of a father, with my brothers, oh my brothers. Heaven is here. The miracle we've tried to find is here, it's here, it's here, it's here. It's been right here all along.
Laura Berman, Mile High Band. Let's hear for Reverend Jackie Harris. Welcome again to Mile High Church in 2026. Greetings to everyone joining us online as well. January, we always entitle our Back to Basics series, and there's always some extras. So you want to hear about our extras? We're basing our series on Ernest Holmes' best book, in my opinion, called This Thing Called You, written in 1945. It's still relevant today. And if you're new to Mile High Church, we want to give you a copy. And so you can go to our Welcome Center, and they'll give you a coupon, and you can go to our Works of Heart bookstore and get a free copy. If you've been thinking about bringing someone to Mile High Church, we're hoping this will be true the whole month. It's a great reason to bring somebody. If you don't already own it and you've been attending Mile High for a long time, we don't usually instill guilt here, but shame on you. Go to the bookstore and buy a copy. Reverend Jackie's going to be doing our Works of Heart book study in January, so every Thursday from here on out, we'll be studying the book as well. And if you're an audiobook person, there's a wonderful version of the audiobook by Dr. Lloyd Barrett, A Mile Higher, and so you can hear him read it to you, which is quite wonderful. Lastly, this isn't just a warm and fuzzy feeling teaching, it's a pragmatic one. And we're creating some workshops after the services these first 3 weeks, and they're facilitated by our own prayer practitioner, Susan Letourneau, and I'm going to let her tell you a little bit about what we're going to be doing there.
You'll notice I jumped the gun earlier, took the wrong cue. I think it's because I'm so excited about offering this workshop. Ernest Holmes encouraged us when he said, "Let us feel that our purposes are animated and inspired from on high, and then let us go forth to make our dreams come true in human existence." For 40 years, I've been using written vision statements to clarify my dreams, and in every single case, the universe has responded with more than I dreamt and faster than I thought was possible. If you have a dream that you would like to bring forward in 2026, I invite you to join us. Today we'll be talking about writing simple but powerful vision statements. Next week we'll be talking about creating powerful spiritual mind treatments to support that vision. And on the 18th, we'll be talking about empowering spiritual practices to help us overcome obstacles and move our visions into action. I hope that you will join us if you have any dream that you'd like to see come to fruit. And if you're not clear what your vision is, you can vision for clarity.
Thank you, Susan. We were talking about the extraordinary people in this community, and Susan is one of those folks. What I love about her is she has that deep connection with spirit, and yet she has her feet on the ground and pragmatic. And so you have 3 opportunities to spend an hour with this incredible woman, and it is life transforming, and you'll learn some wonderful skills using this philosophy as well. Thank you so much, Susan. Online, folks, I'm going to be doing a workshop the last Sunday of the month, too, so don't feel too excluded, but it's good to be here. So I'm doing my meditation practice, and for about 3 days in a row, I'm feeling disconnected from Source. I'm too caught up in my head. And there's this creative tension in this teaching between God presence and mind power. We talk a lot about the mind power and how to use it, but it is nothing without an awareness of God presence. Now, the stuff I'm thinking about isn't bad. I'm thinking about how to be a better dad to my kids. I'm thinking about how to improve and grow and support Mile High Church. I'm thinking about how to navigate myself through some relationships that I'm experiencing as dysfunctional or fractured. But I'm stuck. And so what I choose to do is to not take the actual things, but my thinking about these things, and I bring them to mind and I let them dissolve. I see an image of my daughter and I just let it dissolve in my mind. I see Mile High Church and I just let it disappear. I see those fractured and dysfunctional relationships and I just let them be. And this is the amazing thing about the God presence. It's not something that we discover. It's something that reveals itself as there all along. It announces itself. And I was so blessed in that moment to be filled with God presence. A sense of love, a knowledge of beauty and the profound, a sense of life itself. In the beginning, God. In the beginning, God. One fundamental unity. One unconditioned joy and harmony. First cause. At the center of your being and of mine. I was so grateful to be filled with God presence. Secret number 1, and perhaps the only secret there is to this teaching. God presence, mind power. It should never be mind power, God presence. Because the God presence you're trying to invent with your mind might be really wonderful and grand, but it's not the God presence that I'm speaking to you about today. It's that God presence that reveals itself even beyond my limited thinking about the universe. And it's when I feel that God presence that I can then step into that mind power and use it for good for myself, for my loved ones, and for the world around me. Inspired by God presence, I can think about how much I love my kids and be inspired with ways to support them in their lives. I can become so jazzed up about Mile High Church and the momentum that we're creating and the work that we get to do and the healings we get to have in community. I get to look at those dysfunctional and fractured relationships and see them from a point of view of wholeness as opposed to from that place of isolation I was talking about earlier. God presence, mind power. Ernest Holmes, in what I believe to be his best work, This Thing Called You, says, "You are an eternal being now on the pathway of endless unfoldment. Never less, but always more yourself. Life is not static. It is forever dynamic, forever creating. Not something done and finished, but something alive, awake, and aware. There is something within you that sings the song of eternity. Listen to it. There is an eternal springtime of your soul. Always rising, but never setting, is the sun of your destiny." And again, I do not share that as ethereal, bubblegum spirituality talk. I believe Ernest Holmes' words, they are absolutely the truth of who you are. I invite you into the proposition this morning that the very creative element that brought forth the cosmos, the very creative principle, is a spark within your being right here and right now. That when I say in the beginning God, I am not speaking to a time in history, but to an eternal event that is taking place in your soul right here and right now, so that I can declare within me right now that very life that brought forth the cosmos and all existence is right here within me. And I allow my thinking and my actions, I ground my feeling in this creative life. And I allow it to do wonders in all that I do. If you can only open up an inkling to this God presence and just allow it, just let it work in your life, it will provide incredible healing and demonstrations. I always say put this God presence first, and when I say that, I don't mean put everyone you love and the things you have to do second. No. We put this God presence first because it gives us everything we need to make priority with wisdom and discernment and love the things we care about most. My loved ones do not need my controlling mind. My problems don't need me stewing in them for flavor. My relationships aren't mine to fix. My wholeness is where my work is. Embracing that God presence in you, I'm going to argue, is where your work is. And when we can embrace it and allow it to work in our lives, just get out of the way. That's all we have to do. And let it in. It can be transformational. That's my wish for you this year, is that you simply dedicate yourself to being closer to your source, closer to that which gives you a sense of the God presence. The good news is most of these things we really love to do. Ralph Waldo Emerson, our philosophical forefather, he said, "That is always best which returns me to myself." What returns you to your capital S self? In the morning, for me, it's spiritual practice. It's meditation, prayer, writing. In the afternoon, it's hanging out with all of you. It's supporting people, encouraging people, receiving support, experiencing the healings that are taking place. In the evening time, it's getting to read to my daughter and to give thanks for the day that was, for things just as they are and just as they aren't. To just recognize and bask in that blessing of life. These are things that bring me closer to source. Music. I'm willing to guess that social media is not bringing you closer to your source. right? We can be aware of those things that we know are disconnecting us from source, and we can replace them with the things that we know give us the sense of life energy. Sometimes we have to choose what brings us closer to source over than what may appear to be the common sense. Mother Teresa, Saint Teresa of Calcutta, tells the story of running the orphanage there and this little girl that kept being brought in, fed. She's been living on the street, showered, bed to sleep in, and then she runs away. She runs away over and over, and one of the nuns finally tracks her, follows her, and finds this little girl sleeping with a woman in a park underneath the tree. She confronts the little girl and says, "Why do you keep leaving us?" "Because," the little girl says, "I love to be close to my mother." Sometimes getting closer to source means not always prioritizing what appears to be the highest material good, what's going to make us more money or make us look more fit or get more stuff done. Choosing that which connects us with source unlocks the power that makes all those things the positive byproduct of being one with our source. In the Gospels and the Holy Bible, we're only told one story of Jesus in his youth. The family goes to Jerusalem and they lose the boy. This is the first Home Alone. Sorry, Nathan. And they're searching for Jesus everywhere, and they finally find Jesus in the synagogue. And he says, "Well, why would you not know that I wouldn't be in my Father's house, consumed with him?" The spiritual message of the story is not to reject family, but it's to recognize that we're always called to source. That sometimes we have to put that sense of codependency of helping our loved ones all the time and trying to get everything done down so that we can connect with the source and then return to caring for our loved ones, inspired and fulfilled, not empty, resentful, and drained. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The Buddha dedicates himself to trying every religious philosophy he can to try to find an awareness of compassion in his life. And he fails. He can't do it. He tries everything. And the Bodhi tree becomes the symbol of doing nothing, of letting everything go and just sitting under the tree. He has to overcome the sense of illusions that are being shown around him, but by just being, awakening happens. What a wonderful spiritual instruction. There's nothing you have to do. We only have to allow what is to be revealed, the God presence that then infuses the mind power. A Buddhist proverb says it well. There is really nothing you must be, and there is nothing you must do. There is really nothing you must have, and there is nothing you must know. There is really nothing you must become. However, it helps to understand that fire burns, and when it rains, the earth gets wet. The Buddha says that when one is inspired with Buddha awareness, spiritual awareness, it is like the moon coming out from behind a cloud. It illumines not only your life, but the life of everyone around you. For this Back to Basics series, and I'll just say for 2026 itself, I've written a little prayer for you. This is my wish for you, hopefully from not that controlling place, but from a place of trust and blessing. Let your strength turn into allowing. Let your labor turn into motivation. Let your experience turn into creativity. Let your loneliness turn into giving. Let your focus turn into not knowing. Let your plans turn into adventure. Let everything about you become subject to change. Knowing what is your essentiality becomes an ever more present reality. That's my wish for you, is that your essentiality, the very crux of your soul, your authenticity, your openness, your own spirit, that what is being called for in your life more than anything else is you. You. This thing called life, this thing called you, the creator in you. And my only bit of advice for all of 2026 is if you can daily make time to connect with your source, it will demonstrate for you the healings, the depth, the connection, the epiphanies, the ahas, the joy, the harmony, the love that you seek. That's all you have to do. Ease up. Take off the pressure. As I'll talk about in a moment, release that illusory self that believes that they are separated from everyone and everything else. They are not real. And return with that sense of essentiality to yourself and find everything improved. It doesn't mean a carefree existence. The trials are not going to go away, but you will have been imbibed with the spirit and the passion that you need to thrive through those challenges. I'm so grateful to be using Ernest Holmes' This Thing Called You. Again, it was written in 1945. If you were to ask me the greatest spiritual book written in the last 100 years, I'd probably argue for 3 or 4, but for the sake of the series, I'm going to say it's This Thing Called You. It's the best spiritual book written in the last 100 years. And it's still relevant and powerful. You have to get through a little bit of the languaging here or there. It was clearly written in 1945. But it's so powerful. And what makes it so powerful is it's not a book of philosophy. It's a book of ideas, but it's a book about how to practice those ideas versus to get caught in trying to explain them, which usually cancels the idea out in the first place. That's what we do here in this teaching. We take a spiritual idea, we seek to practice it in our lives, and that tells us whether it's true or not for us. You get to decide. But we have these incredible quotes. He shares, "You already are a spiritual being. When the mind understands this and embodies its essence, that which you are in the invisible will become apparent in the visible. If God created you after his own nature and there's nothing else he could have made you out of, then the thing you are after is already here within you. The only things that stand between you and it are the accumulated thoughts, beliefs, and emotions of the ages. Learn to exchange fears, doubts, and uncertainties for faith. Faith can make you whole. Faith can convert fear into certainty, poverty into riches, disease into health. Faith can lift you from a valley of despair into a mountain of hope and certainty. You need not believe in any particular religious system to discover the wellspring of life. You find it at the center of your own being, in the quiet of the evening, in the stillness of the night, at the dawn of the new day, and in the midst of activity. Your consciousness, which means the sum total of your thoughts, is the medium between the invisible cause and your personal life." To sum up the entirety of the Science of Mind and Spirit teaching, there is one life that is this God presence. It is equally distributed. In fact, it is universalized in each and every individual. Everywhere, eternally, ever present. This one life. Second, the only thing that stands between you and your experience of your life is not only your negative thinking, but is the sum total of the thinking of all the ages. Right? That's that generational trauma we hear so much about. We have to overcome that stuff. And yet, when we allow our awareness of this God presence to overcome the negative thinking and the limited thinking of the consciousness that can be around us, it demonstrates in your life as healing, happiness, well-being, and prosperity. You do not have to be of a particular faith to experience this God presence. You only need to be a person of faith. And it is our faith that brings us the knowledge of the truth, and this truth shall set us free. This all sounds really simple, profound, and specific. And yet, the challenge goes back to this isolated self I was talking about. Yeah, I can buy into all that, but there's still this part of me that believes that everything is falling apart at all times. That always at all times, someone out there is mad at me, and there's something I need to fix. There's this part of me that always believes that there's this aspect of me that is totally unprepared for that which he is about to do. Do you have that too? Oh, I'm the only one again. Yours may be a little different than mine, Yours may be not someone always mad at you, but you may be always mad at someone. You may always find that you can't help but run into the brick wall of your own judgment on an everyday basis. As fully available as this God presence is to each and every one of us, this isolated self of our constructed has done everything in their power to reject themselves from it, to abandon themselves from it, to keep themselves on the outside of it. And so our work is not to dislike or hate this isolated self. It's to confront that isolated self and bring them into our wholeness. I hope this isn't too weird, but imagine with me for a moment that you are surrounded by an orange ball of fire. Doesn't burn. It's this orange ball of fire that symbolizes this version of not self that in order for survival or because of a lack of understanding that we built up over time to try and protect ourselves from life. Not realizing that in isolating ourselves from life, we cut ourselves off from the creative principle and greater love and harmony and healing in our lives. And we can see in this red fire that surrounds us, black tarry spots that are filled with the negative experiences and stories that we've told ourselves that have inhibited us, that have caused us to repress our heart and our passion, that have caused us to believe that we are not love or life worthy. And we can see all of those there. And yet, at the same time, we can, even in the midst of this fire, remember that truth of who we are. That in the beginning, God, that the Spirit that created all of life is a Sabbath resting in my heart right here and right now. That all I have to do is overcome my misbelief, the misunderstandings that I have built around myself that I believed are real. And I only need to allow this God presence to fill my mind, my heart, and my life to receive a greater good. And perhaps if you want to continue to join me to now see this orange-red fire transform into a blue fire. A blue fire like the fairy godmother in Pinocchio, just surrounded by this glaring blue light that represents the symbol of knowing the truth of who we are. It is always there, but our knowing of it turns it on like a switch and reveals that it's been there all along. And instead of that black tar, what we begin to see is little golden threads, almost silk golden threads that are weaving in through and throughout our whole being of this blue fire. These golden threads represent that truth of who we are that has been always in our lives, even when we've forgotten it. They're the truth of our spirit, our personality, our relationships, this great blessing called life. And we allow this blue light, this blue fire, to be an image that we can indeed return to again and again, to remind us that we are not an isolated being disconnected from the rest of people in the world, that through our solitude, we step into the greater truth of who we are and realize our connection with everyone and everything right here and right now. To close with some final words from this thing called you for the day. Since you are primarily a spiritual and mental being, you must rearrange your thoughts to meet, to agree with, to harmonize and unify with this new concept. No one can do this for you as well as you can do it for yourself. Try to simplify the whole process. Make it direct. You are starting out on a great adventure, a wonderful journey. You are guided by love, inspired by truth, and your future will be what you make it. So just moving into a prayer this morning, I invite any of our incredible prayer practitioners to stand and join me. They are available to provide you with an affirmative prayer after the service in front of the stage. So recognizing this thing called life, this God presence, and recognizing this thing called you, that which we choose to embody and bring forth out of our own awareness of this divine presence within us. I open my mind to this God presence so that it may be opened, shaped, evolved, expanded, deepened in the heart of life. I open my heart to this God presence, experiencing grief transformed into greater love and understanding, experiencing hurts brought back into a greater sense of oneness and wholeness. Any part of myself that I have locked away from the divine good, I put forth on the table of this life here and now and allow it to be uplifted and reintegrated into my wholeness. And I open up my life this day, not to my own wisdom, but to the wisdom of the grand mystery of spirit. Not to my own control, but to a higher power that knows just what to do in each and every circumstance. I open up my life and commit to a greater degree of trust. Staying close to Source, it informs every aspect of my being and my life. I experience renewed resonance. My life has renewed relevance. And with a profound reverence, I embrace the sacred in all things, including in this thing called you, that me, that each of us are. We let it be, we let it become, and so it is. Amen.
Is holy. Every step is holy. Every breath is life. Every moment precious. When held up to the light. Every heart connected. The face of God, grace has shown me that every step is holy.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Rob. As we move into our time of offering today, thank you for all that you do to financially support Mile High Church. Your giving lifts us up to accomplish great and wonderful things. And we are such a prosperous and abundant church through so many different sources. One of them is our Mile High Foundation. So grateful for everyone who's made donations to that. And we'll be hearing more about them next month. But one of the things they've done for this month is that because of generous donations, they are making a huge donation to help scholarship our classes. So all of our January classes are half off. You can sign up in the lobby there. You can go online. This teaching can be inspired in Sunday messages, but it's only embodied through a daily practice, and these classes help us to do that. We have a class on our basics, a class about expanding prosperity, a class on deepening and mystical truths, and a class on prayer. They're all really fantastic, so there's no reason not to sign up, okay? All right. We are so grateful for everything that you do to support Mile High Church. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's take our gifts physically or metaphorically, put our hands together, and we have an offering affirmation we love to say each week. It goes like this. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. And so it is. Amen.
Too many things I haven't done yet. Too many sunsets I haven't seen. Pushing my life to slow down. You think I know by now. You think I'd learn something. Yeah. was given this one world, I won't worry it away. Now and again I feel the low life. Will I stay in this low life? Well then, love comes in. Oh, how far do I have to go to get to you? Many the miles, many the miles. Oh, how far do I have to go to get to you? Many the miles, show me the miles, and I'll be happy to follow you, lover. No. I do what I can wherever I am, oh, knowing I'm a good love, oh, and I'm spreading it around, yeah. I've had my fair share of take cares and goodbye, and I've learned how to cry, and I am better for it. Hey, sing. How far do I have to go to get to you? Many the miles, many the miles. Whoa, how far do I have to go to get to you? Many the miles, show me the miles. Oh, and I'll make my way back to you. Yeah. Rob Lowe. Woo! Red letter D, I'm in a blue mood, wishing the blue would carry me away. I've been talking to God, don't know if it's helping or not, but something's got to give, oh, 'cause I need to leave. How far do I have to go to get to you? Many the miles, many the miles. Oh, yeah. Oh, to get to you. Many the miles. Oh, many the miles. Yeah. How far do I have to go to get to you? Many the miles. Many the miles. Oh, how far do I have to go to get to you? Many the miles. Many the
I don't think so many miles. Thank you so much to the Mile High Band and Laurel. This is really a wonderful way to start 2026, don't you think? I love this time of year because getting back to the basics, we all need it. We all need to be reminded, so thank you for that, Josh. And I am your guest out in the Welcome Center. I'm your guest minister. Please come out there if you're here for the first time. Remember, you get a free book, and I'd love to get to know you. Stop by if it's been maybe just a week or two. As we said, this is the honor system, but come out and visit me and let's see what we can do. But I really, yeah, we'll negotiate. What do you think? We'll
I
work
think
on
that
it.
works.
That's right. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jackie. Jackie's doing some great things this week. She's going to be facilitating our midweek renewal service, which is a wonderful experience in the Vote Chapel over there, 6:30 on Wednesdays. And then that next morning, she's facilitating this thing called You Book Study. Zamira, right now, you are, let me take that from you, you are championing our wonderful classes, and you have the owl there. After all this explanation of Science of Mind, isn't it pretty much just Oprah goes to Hogwarts?
Pretty much.
Doesn't that say everything is? Yes.
Well said, Josh. And this is Ernest, the Owl of Inner Wisdom, and I hope that you will consider joining our Owls of Inner Wisdom and awakening more to your inner wisdom by considering classes that you can sign up today and all week long, and they start this coming week, the next coming week. So you still have time, but do it today, and we'll be out at the table. You can come pet Ernest, the Inner Wisdom Owl.
I love
that.
that.
I hope you will.
I hope he doesn't bite.
She has something to say. Hold on.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you for sharing. Hey, let's stand and say a benediction before we do our peace song. Repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening to me right now. It is this thing called life. Life is in my mind, my body, and all that I do. I give thanks for it, and I accept it, just the way that it is, and just the way that it is not. Thank you, life.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. When God has our power, family all are free. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with thee. Oh, begin with thee. Red letter D, I'm in a blue mood, wishing the blue would carry me away. I've been talking to God, don't know if it's working or not.